Pokemaniacs! Yes, we are here with a surprise video. It was destiny for these destined rival items to fall into our lap today. I had no intention, of course, of being this lucky to find these 4 items. We do have a planned video, just haven't opened and made the video yet, of a booster box worth of Destined Rivals packs, because I never thought we'd be able to find these until today. We uploaded a short time ago and I just felt that we had to go ahead and open these today to celebrate the hype of being able to find these. Now, yes, Destined Rivals has been out for a little while. Unless you wait in line in stores before they open or hours before the restock that might be known to come that day. And even then, what position in line are you? 5th, 6th, 7th, 10th, 12th? You may or may not even get an ETB. As you guys know, as I've explained through these past few months, it's hit or miss. If you're able to wait for hours, good for you. Fortunately, I can't. We all have lives and restrictions and jobs and whatnot, so we do the best we can. And sometimes, like today, we get super lucky. So hopefully you guys have learned your areas, learned what stores have what restocks when, and hopefully you've been lucky to find stuff. Let me know in the comments below. Have you been able to find any restocks in your area? Have you learned what stores restock on what day? I encourage you guys to find that out. Try to get to your stores early, look around, ask people that work there. You have to fight a little bit, and by fighting I mean investigate, be proactive, talk to people. If anything, you know what, you're having a conversation with somebody, you're learning something new. This Pokemon hobby is a lot of fun, but the current state of affairs requires you to go almost above and beyond and, you know, do a little bit of investigative work yourself on top of just being lucky. So guys, what we are going to do today is, don't worry, I'll eventually open those 36 packs of Destined Rivals, but we have all these extra packs to open. So we're going to open the 2 booster bundles today. And because I've never been able to find such a good set ETB amount in stores where I could buy 2 at once, it is, you know, it's over $100. It's a little pricey. And of course, you know, we're not made of money. But the opportunity existed to get these 2 valuable items. Now, market is probably, I want to say, a little over $100 for an ETB, and you know, you pay $50 for these in the store. So for now, I'm going to save 1, set that aside, and it's going to go in storage with our Prismatic Evolutions ETB. As bad as the pull rate is in Prismatic Evolutions, it's not worth opening the ETB unless I find another one. I love Pokemon just like you do. You don't have to open everything if you don't want to. I'm not keeping it for the value. Part of me is. Again, even Destined Rivals does not have a great pull rate for SIR, so maybe we'll get lucky today. But we're going to open up the booster bundles first, and then bust open this ETB. I'm so excited, so we're going to save this best part for last. So in the meantime, let's see if we can get lucky today. We've got our sleeves over here to the side. Yeah, that might be a little bit of wishful thinking, because our last video we opened up, it was the Cynthia's Garchomp box, and we got 6 packs in that, and all 6 packs, well, excuse me, 5 of the 6 packs were just hollows. If you guys didn't see that, check it out for a laugh. And then we got an EX of a Nidoking, I believe. So here is, and we've not opened this yet. We do have some still to open as part of our 36 pack bonanza, if you will. So here's our 6 packs. Let's get started. I've rambled for almost 5 minutes, so if you're still with me, thank you. If you haven't already, please smash that like button. We're trying to grow our channel with as many followers as we can get. My hope, whenever that may happen, and I know we can do it, I can do it with your help, is we can get to 1,000 subscribers and do some live streams. and open up Pokemon product live for you guys. First pack magic! Oh my god! Illustration rare. Cynthia's Roserade. Woo! I love this card. The artwork is beautiful. Look at this. This card is freaking amazing. Who doesn't love Cynthia? Beautiful Pokemon, beautiful trainer. Oh my god, what a great first hit, guys. And a Wobbuffet Hollow. Woo! Guys, that is fantastic. I love this card. I don't care how valuable it is a beautiful card. Beautiful. And if I didn't say it enough, it's a beautiful card. Alright guys, we had some first pack magic, baby. First pack magic, woo! Can we continue? So we've already got an illustration rare out of our first booster bundle. And I think the pull rate, gosh, I'm trying to remember now. I've seen videos online, and I think the pull rate for illustration rares is like 1 in 12 packs. So there's 6 packs in a booster bundle. We're already doing fantastic. All right, second pack, Destined Rivals, booster bundle. We got an ultra rare Giovanni. 1 out of 16 packs is the rate-ish to pull ultra rare full art trainer. Team Rocket's Giovanni. We're 2 for 2, baby. 2 for 2. 2 for freaking 2. Awesome booster bundle, baby. Woo! All right. Not the most valuable card, but I tell you what, it's a Giovanni card. In the Destined Rivals set, he's the guy, right? Him and Mewtwo. Fantastic. Third pack. Whew, I think our luck has returned, guys. What do you think? We've opened some pretty crappy packs lately, so we were overdue. Yeah, you could say, well, you still have good luck after what you did in your car opening video shorts, where we found those 2 items at a Walgreens. If you haven't checked that out, check out those shorts. It's not going to take you long to watch them. You will see the most amazing luck probably I'll ever have. So third pack. Back to what we're doing today. Woo, Garchomp EX. 3 packs, 3 hits. Is this one lucky booster bundle or what? Gosh, I'm afraid of what the rest of the opening is going to be. We've already had 3 hits and 3 packs. Defying the odds. Defying the odds, which I guess we did today when we found these items at Target. So if you guys checked out the short, I briefly described what happened. So I was at work today, and I know my local Target restocks at least most of the time when the restocking guy does kind of what he always does. They do say that, you know, he comes and goes what he wants, but it's usually on a Tuesday. And it's usually in the morning first thing. And I know that. Ooh, Hollow Blaziken. Cool. But the problem is I work every Tuesday. So what do? So I said, well, shit, why don't I just take my lunch, drive over there. It's not far from where I work, luckily. I'm fortunate enough to be able to say that. So if you guys recall some of the shorts from before, I caught a restock at the Target, which was a late in the day restock after work. But I said, well, why don't I try to go on my lunch, because maybe I'll find whatever's left over from the people that waited in line in the morning to catch the full restock. I went in there today, and they only had single packs. Ooh, Gyarados. They only had single packs. I think it was Scarlet and Violet. It was an older set. Temporal Forces, I think. And then they had a 2-pack blister with Paradox, Rift, and base set Scarlet and Violet with a coin and a promo card for $10. I'm like, no. Like, Scarlet and Violet, those older packs, To me, they're not worth it. With Destined Rivals available, other sets I'd rather spend money on. Last pack in our first booster bundle, by the way. So I said, I do have to do shopping after work. I'll come over after. And if they're still left, I'll maybe get one or two just to have something to open, right? So I went in there in my hand basket, ready to pick up a few things, do shopping. And I happened to walk over there to see if those, those blisters were left. And I just about stopped dead and almost fainted and was like, I had to make myself move and grab because there were the 2 ETBs left on the shelf and a whole bunch of these booster bundles. So I know Target's deal is you only get 2 of each SKU. Meaning you can get as many Pokemon items as you want, but only 2 of that particular item. So I grabbed the 2 ETBs because I'm like, oh shit, there's nobody here but me, and that could change in a second. So I grabbed those 2, put them in my cart, grabbed the booster bundles here. And I just couldn't understand that. I thought the restock happened in the morning. So I don't know what happened. Like, speaking of what happened, I can't open this booster bundle. 6 more packs. Second booster bundle. Put it over here. That's not the lucky one. So I don't understand why those items weren't put out this morning. Maybe they didn't fit. Maybe the staff at Target restocked it for the vendor. I think it's JW something or other Holdings. That person, the vendor that comes in and stocks the Pokemon. Maybe he couldn't fit them all. I don't know what happened, but it was luck. So we went in there, we grabbed those 4 different items, 2 and 2. And a gentleman came over looking, and I had grabbed the last 2, and he's looking over, and he said something, and I was like, oh, do you want one? Look, I'm willing to share. Because I feel what goes around comes around. If you can give back, you'll get some in return. I figured share the wealth, right? It's not gonna kill me. It's not gonna hurt. I was fortunate to find 1, but I found 2, so I was willing to share. Put some good karma in the universe. Second pack, and he said, no, that's all set. I already got one, or I already came in and got some earlier, something like that. And so we got the 2. I mean, our total was quite a lot of money, but like I said, I'm gonna keep the 1 Destined Rivals, and we'll see what happens over time. And I'm hoping we can get some good pulls today out of these booster bundles and this 1 ETB. I love opening ETBs. We'll get to that in a minute here. And thanks, for listening to me ramble, guys. But I just wanted to share the amazing, cool story of how I was able to find these today at Target. So I hope that you guys get lucky like that and can hit up your local Targets, Walmarts, learn what days the vendors tend to most of the time restock the stores. If you can't get there early, maybe if you can get somebody to go for you, or if you can take a day off, or if you're able to take your break at work. Look, I understand not many people can always do that, but here's the thing. Just because the restock day, it doesn't mean that vendor is going to actually be there super early. It also doesn't mean that all the people that normally line up are going to be there every week. For example, they might go when there's a release, and then the next week not go again because they've spent all their money, they got everything they wanted when the set came out, or they're saving for a future set. Like I think today, I got lucky because maybe people spent a lot on the release of Destined Rivals. They're spending a lot on the re-release of Prismatic. They're trying to save up for Black Bolt, White Flare. I don't know, but sometimes you get lucky. So, thank the universe. Enjoy the good fortune. And again, I'm in a fairly large city, so it's not that I live in some backwoods town where there's nobody buying Pokemon cards. You have to go out there and be proactive. So I wish everybody the best of luck in finding Pokemon products. I know it's tough in certain areas. I used to complain a lot, but I've learned the area around me directly, and I'm doing my part to try to get out there to find product. Ooh, Persian. EX. All right. So this second booster bundle, we haven't got any hits yet, but it's to be expected because we did so well on our first booster bundle. So again, the odds are 1 in about 12 packs for an illustration rare, about 1 in 16 packs for an ultra rare, which we've already got one of each of those. And the all-elusive SIRs for Destined Rivals, 1 out of 94 packs. It's absolutely insane. We haven't pulled one yet. Ooh, what do we get? Illustration rare, another illustration rare today. Woo! Booster Bundle Magic, Arven's Greedent. That is a very pretty card, very colorful, very cute. And what do we get after that? Just a holo. So, guys, Booster Bundle Magic, baby. Booster Bundle Magic. All right, let's sleeve this guy up. Very, very cool. We have 1 pack left. Thank you guys so much for hanging with me. This is probably going to be a little bit of a longer video. But it's Destined Rivals. I love this set. The Team Rocket set. How do you not love this set? I mean, the cards are beautiful. The theme is freaking awesome. I think it's the 3rd Rocket theme set. I think of all the Pokemon sets over all these years. 20-some crazy years. 25 plus. I forget how many. It's a long time. And this is only a 3rd set. Another EX. Wow, guys. We've done really good today. Really good today on 2 booster bundles. It makes up for our Garchomp box that we open. And again, I would advise, guys, don't waste your money on the Cynthia's Garchomp box unless you really, truly want those little plastic PVC things and that Garchomp promo card trio. Look, they're cool and all, but I'm not going to pay, and I don't advise anyone paying 40-some bucks for that. It was cheaper, fine. All right, so let's look at our pulls from our 12 packs, 2 booster bundles. We got 3 EXs, Giovanni's Ultra Rare, and 2 illustration rares. I love this Cynthia card. Oh my God, it's beautiful. So, really 3 hits. And we have defied the odds of the pull rate. I don't really count EXs as pulls, but technically they are. You guys know that. Amazing. So now we are going to pull, open, and unbox this Destined Rivals ETB. I never thought I'd have one of these, but I've got 2. Like, I didn't even try hard to manifest this. It just kind of happened. So I'm thanking the universe. And I hope every one of you that wants one of these can find one and not pay market value, which is probably over $100, give or take at this point. So one of the cool things, if you guys have watched any of my other videos where I've opened an ETB, is one of the coolest things out of an ETB is this. I'll get to this in a second here. The book. Now, I'm not going to go through every page because it'll make this video like double the length. But in this book, you will find a list of all the cards, explanations on, you know, how to use these different cards when you actually play the Pokemon game. But they also show every card in the set. And then you get to the gold cards, the SIRs. This is one of the coolest things with an ETB, so I definitely am looking forward to looking at that. After, you know, on the sleeve, you got the artwork inside. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a nice little touch. And then we've got the actual box with Giovanni and Mewtwo. This is so cool. So I'll open this bad boy up. And I won't bore you guys with the details of what's inside. You've got your energies, you've got your dice. We should have our 9 packs here. And what we will do is show you guys the promo card. We'll open that later. The Wobbuffet promo card is really cool. It's a beautiful card. We've got the dividers. And we've got, of course, the awesome sleeves. These are really cool and definitely valuable as you keep opening more and more Pokemon cards. You need those sleeves to protect them, right, guys? So 3, 3, and 3. So 9 more packs for today's opening. Now, say what you want, but booster bundles, ETBs, I'm not going to say all the time, but more often than not, tend to have better pull rates. I don't know if it's true. I don't think anybody can ever prove that unless they spend a ton of money and open a ton of packs. I just find that I personally have had better pulls in ETBs. I don't know why. Maybe it's just luck. So first pack of the ETB packs. First pack, dud. Hello. So yeah, it would be really cool to pull an SIR. The problem is there's some SIRs that aren't really that cool. And then even the gold cards. The gold cards are like one out of like 100 some crazy packs. And the gold cards are usually never valued more than SIRs. It's crazy. The harder cards to pull, you would think it'd have more monetary value, and they do not. I just think that's weird. Ooh, who'd we get? I don't have this card. Team Rocket's Proton. All right. This is an ultra rare, guys. Pretty colorful card. And who did we get behind? Nothing. Okay. We got nothing behind. Usually there's a holo after, but okay. So let's sleeve that one up. Another great card to our collection of Destined Rivals. What do you guys think? Do you like Destined Rivals? Let me know in the comments if you've pulled any Destined Rivals and if you've gotten lucky. I mean, obviously the Mewtwo is the chase card. I don't know, I think it's like over $350 or something like that. So look, I mean, I would love to pull that, but on a preferential note, I would rather pull the Cynthia's Garchomp, which is, I think, the second most sought-after card in the set currently. Misty Psyduck will be a great pull, too. That's a beautiful card. And Ace Spadops. Hollow! Alright. Progressing through our Destined Rivals ETB packs. This is surreal. I can't believe we're actually opening a Destined Rivals ETB. This is freaking awesome, guys. Freaking amazing. And again, we have more Destined Rivals to open. A whole booster box worth. My low-tech. What a beautiful card. So I'm not sure when that's going to be. Hollow. But we're going to have to probably take a break from opening all these Destined Rivals. We do have that 151 Blooming Waters box that's just, you know, collecting, well, it's not collecting dust, it's in storage. I'll open that eventually. I don't want to draw too many Pokemon cards all at once. I get burned out. And look, guys, you know, it adds up. I mean, there are channels that are making, you know, good money streaming openings of Pokemon cards, or people that, you know, just have more disposable income. But Pokemon cards are actually getting more expensive. If you guys haven't noticed, GameStop, say what you want about GameStop, but I mean, it's a big company, and they're actually taking advantage of the market right now, and they're charging more than MSRP for Pokemon cards. That's not right. I mean, I don't know what we can do about it. I mean, as Pokemon fans and collectors, do we boycott GameStop? I guess we could. I mean, we organize enough people, boycott GameStop, so that they have Pokemon cards just sitting there and no one's buying them, then they'll have to drop the price, right? But can we get that many people to not buy Pokemon cards when they're sitting there? I don't know. What did we get? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm babbling and we pull an SIR. Woo! Ethan's Adventure, baby, with the cute little Pichu. Look. S-I-R. S-I-R. We pulled an SIR, which is 1 out of 90-some packs. Not the one I'd hoped for, but this is a valuable card, nonetheless. And a Zapdos. Oh my God, guys. This is freaking amazing. We pulled an SIR. Dude! Oh my God, we pulled an SIR. Woo! So, it's kind of funny because, one second, today at Target, I noticed that in watching, and you guys maybe have heard of him, PokeRev. Shout out to PokeRev. Cool dude, been doing this for a long time, meaning opening Pokemon cards and streaming. And he used, I think, one of these. And it's, I guess, a little bit safer than putting your card in a hardcover. I don't know. This probably isn't the best thing to use, but I gotta find something a little better than those hardcovers because you can't really get your card out of there. So yeah, we're gonna use that for now. It's definitely not what I thought that box or that pack was going to be, but I'll find the right items eventually. As you know, you guys are watching videos online, you're learning about Pokemon and how to store your cards. So obviously we want to store a valuable card like that. I do have older cards that are valuable in those hard top loader plastic sleeves, and it is a good point that, like, you know, it might be hard to get those out without slightly damaging the card if you're not careful. So I definitely have to look into getting protective, sturdier sleeves that are larger. This makes it easier to then remove your card from there if you're going to look at it or show it off. Guys, we pulled an SIR. Holy cow. Amazing. Amazing luck. Boba Fett. So, maybe we picked the right ETB to open because we've got the other one sitting over there that we're just going to hang on to. 2 packs left. Let's see if we can get this in under 30 minutes. Thank you guys for sticking with me. But look, we pulled amazing cards today, and we've got these last 2 packs. Let's see what we can speed pull here for you guys. If there's anything else in illustration rare. Woohoo! Eradicate. Ah, this card's awesome. Yes. Did I not just say? Scroll back if you missed it. ETBs tend to have better pulls, at least for me. I mean, the proof's in the pudding, as they say. You guys have been watching. Last pack magic. SIR. We gotta look at what we got in this ETB. Stick with me, guys. We're almost done. I promise. I'm not gonna rant and rave too much more. I love seeing comments. Please, guys, give me a comment, even if it's just, hey, what's up? Last pack. Hollow. Okay. So, I didn't think we would pull anything on the last pack, but hey, you never know. Okay, guys. Let's look at what we got in our ATB. I'm pretty sure that was from that one, right? Yes. Okay. ETB. We got an EX. We got an ultra rare. We got an illustration rare. And we got an SIR. Sorry for the glare. SIR. 9 packs. An SIR, illustration rare, ultra rare, and an EX for shits and giggles. Defying the odds. We defied the odds on this. Destined Rivals. Amazing, amazing lucky pulls. Don't you guys think? Anyway, thank you guys so much. I appreciate your support. If you haven't already, please smash that like button. We're trying to grow our channel. we can only do it with your support. Thank you guys so much. More videos to come soon. Go and find some Pokemon cards. See you in the next one.